I think the thing that's really remarkable is just how much the people love this music. I cannot walk 1 inch without somebody telling me a story about how much they loved a moment in a song, or how much they love my pianist, or how much they remember the first time they saw me 10 years ago, and now here I am with, nobody can get a seat in the house. And there's just such love and joy from the people that brings out so much from us when we're playing. And going to hear the Clayton Brothers, or, going to hear Bill Charlap, or Kurt, or all these wonderful artists singing right after I see them is just what happens in me, wanting to go as deep as I can in these songs. Maybe try a few things I haven't tried before. I can feel my phrasing stretching out a little bit in ways because of the inspiration of that. And that's been very exciting. It's like a wonderful universe that you get saturated by genius and enthusiasm. And those two things bring out the best in a person. When I look at the beginning of my career, I wanted to be a jazz singer, but there were no opportunities when I moved to New York from Chicago. At that particular, I moved to New York in 1979, and that particular pocket of time, you were either a famous jazz singer, or there really wasn't any opportunity that I knew of to perform in jazz except for piano bars. So in piano bars, you had to learn a million songs and all kinds of songs to make people happy. So I was always scat singing and doing swing songs and jazz songs and standards and my own songs and improvisations. And it was a wonderful way of bridging the many different influences of my life as an artist. And I had a pretty devout following of people who, from all walks of life, jazz, theater, classical music, and I'm sort of a one-woman variety show in a way, but I think of myself as a pop jazz singer-songwriter. And sometimes I'll throw in a little opera there. When I was doing my Pick Yourself Up, my tribute to Mel Torme, I do a little opera scat. And the different strains of language find themselves in different songs. But I love singing in concert halls and doing symphonic programs with pops orchestras and bringing swing to the people. And, to sing with the Cleveland Symphony Orchestra and to see these very stodgy, brilliant classical musicians resisting tapping their toes, but by the end of the concert they're smiling, they're feeling full of joy, and also bringing Broadway some of the swing music that I always dreamed of bringing to Broadway when I helped create the musical Swing. And that was very exciting to create a whole one-act play in a song, Bleep Blip, Duke Ellington's great song. We did a whole scat blind date, and the whole audience knew exactly what was going on through scat. And so getting to write the theme to The Nanny, which was basically a bebop-ish bluesy song, and put a little of that style of music on television, one of the last theme songs. That was wonderful to infiltrate. So I feel like I've been a very sneaky jazz singer. And people like to call me a cabaret singer, and I think that that's true in the sense that I really strive to bring intimacy, whether I'm in a jazz club, whether I'm in a small performing arts center, whether I'm at Carnegie Hall, or whether I'm with the Boston Pop singing for 9,000 people in a hockey stadium. It's been a wonderful adventure bringing this music in many, many different genres, many different venues rather, with many different types of artists. And sometimes I say I'm the jazz singer for people who don't know they love jazz. There are several people I've always wanted to. Several of them are not alive anymore. I, look forward to whenever we get together in some future realm. But I love Bobby McFerrin's great vocal imagination. I wish that we had the opportunity to get creative together. A musician who I feel has such incredible depth as an artist is Yo-Yo Ma. I think he is a masterful, and I love how he takes so many kinds of music and he builds so many bridges. It's something I try to do in my music as well. So getting together with him and seeing what happens would be very exciting. I have worked with a lot of people I truly love, but I would love to get all my favorite jazz singers together and just have a big divathon. And one of the things I love about being on this cruise is getting to know some people like I've never, my fellow Chicagoan Kurt Elling, we've been writing poems, and we've been sitting in each other's sets, and he has such a remarkable mind, and getting exposed to him as a human being personally, and then hearing his music and sort of learning some parts of the musical language that I'm not as adept to, and just diving into the unknown with him has been very inspiring. And so that's been a thrill, and more of that kind of camaraderie is something I seek in my life.